in the field, and we have to understand the approaches to the field data collection and some of the best practices that they need to deploy when they are in the field and collecting data for us. A lot has been said from the past presenters on the ethics and all some of the things that you need to do while on the field. And I will just maybe highlight a few of them and then take us to the nitty-gritty practical aspects of what we intend to adopt while we are in the field. So as part of this training, there are some objectives that we need to look at when we are while we are as part of this training, so that we can have achieve the aim of this training, and which is to introduce all the participants here, whether you are a WiM-Africa volunteer or you are a partner or you are also collaborating with us, to some of the field data collection and some of the standard approach that you need to implement while undertaking WiM-Africa activities, and also to build capacity of our participants and on this call as regards some of the accurate and consistent data collection approach that we need to adopt. So, and also we expect that at the end of this training that there are some outcomes that we need to achieve. First, we expect that the participants will be able to undertake data collection in the field independently, and also document some of the socio-economic information while in the field, carrying out some of the WiM-Africa activities, and so that some of this data will be received at the back end and proper analysis. And also we expect that they will have knowledge and proper understanding of how to create field data collection instruments. We are going to look at a number of them, which includes some necessary domains and indicators where you have to analyze and have some knowledge before you can collect some of this data. And also we expect that the participants will ensure that the data they are collecting will be adopted or undertaken in a quality and suitable manner, adopting the next proper templates and software. Some of the software they are going to be introduced to us here along as we go through the presentation. So looking at the data collection itself and some of the best practices that we need to adopt. So the field data gathering is a critical component of non-profit program and initiatives such as WiM-Africa advocacy activities and all of that. So it is very important that you will have to source for some data, apart from the stakeholders engagement and some of the other activities that we have been introduced to, whether on this training and our previous training. We have to be getting specific field data, which is, depend on the activities that have been tailor-made for a particular country, particular region, or a particular program. So it's a very important component. And also it involves carrying out studies through deployment data, gathering tools, and which will ensure accuracy and consistency in data collection. So these tools, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to introduce you to a few of them so that we can have knowledge of it. And also, it's also a proper way of gathering data to support informed decisions. So in order to take proper decision as part of WiM-Africa program, data collection is very key. And that's why we are taking it very serious to ensure that our volunteers have this knowledge. And like I said earlier, this training is recorded. So whatever you don't understand at the moment, you can go back and watch the video so that you can really understand what exactly is required of you. So let's look at some of the best practices that we need to adopt for accurate data collection while on the field. And first has to do with having a clear objective of what you want to do in the field. And like I said, this has to do with the program that you're undertaking and the location you are going to carry out your field data gathering. And also, we also have to define the data needs. What are the data that you'll be collecting in the field? Will the data be focusing on the children, or be focusing on looking at the social infrastructures within the communities that you are undertaking your activities, and also looking at the detailed field work checklist? So, earlier on, we talked about checklists that we've told you that we have developed checklists for different countries and different programs that you need to properly study and also understand, so that you can guide you in your field data gathering. I know we talked about ensuring that you locate the community leaders and try to seek their consent, as well as the government agency within that area first thing first. So some of the things that you need to do within inside this checklist that you also have to ensure that you follow thoroughly. So, and also training of the staff or the individuals that will go into the field, which is part of what we are doing now. So, building capacity of our volunteers. You yourself also have to go through some trainings, watching videos, and also asking questions, so that you can build capacity and be able to undertake some of these field activities while carrying out some of our advocacy programs. And also, you need to conduct pilot tests, whereby before you go to the field on the particular data that are set aside, maybe within your community or within some individuals, you could try to test run some of these tools that we will share with you, and the approach that we have outlined on the checklist, so that by the time you get to the field, it will reduce the time frame and the stress on the field. Because when you know exactly what you are going to do in the field ahead of time, you'll be able to address and handle some of these field data gathering activities effectively, and also understanding the cultural sensitivity and ethics. And we've talked about that a lot. Previous presenters have said a lot on that, and what you need to do as far as cultural sensitivity within the area and ethics that you need to adopt. You don't go to a community that is predominantly Muslim, and as maybe you are a man and you intend to infiltrate taking family data from women. So the community leaders have to guide you, and the government officials that you've interacted with before you go to the field have to also guide you on that. So you have to make sure that that is properly followed through, and also employing the tools, so which in this case is those survey. You have your timestamp cameras, whereby your pictures that you'll be taking will come with coordinates, the time you went for the field survey, and the locations. So this will reduce the stress of sometimes trying to come and document this information manually. So by the time you take your pictures, all these informations are there, and we also want to ascertain that the field data guiding was carried out at the right location, and cross-checking your data for consistency before leaving the field. So those are some of the best practices that you have to ensure that you adopt while on the field, while carrying out your field data collection for our programs. And basically, while on the field, the data that you will be sourcing for us are primary data, and which have been segmented into different categories. The previous presenter also said a lot on this. I will still also intimate us and guide us through some of them, and looking at the quantitative methods. So basically, there are quantitative and qualitative methods. The quantitative method will basically have to do with your socio-economic survey through the deployment of questionnaires, and basically our questionnaire based on our program structure, and also to facilitate proper and accurate data analysis, and also to ensure that wherever you are, we can get in touch with us, your data gets to us